Hi guys, it's Jodie and welcome to a new video. So today I'm going to be doing my December TBR and I'm so excited because I have so many exciting books lined up to read in December, and it's Christmas in December, which is also one of my favourite things in the world. I absolutely love Christmas, if it's not evident already from my previous videos. I just love this time of year. It's so much more magical and just everything's so much more exciting. I don't know, I just absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm very excited for the month of December and for all of the books that I plan to read in December. So before I get into the video, I just want to say thank you to the sponsor of this video, which is a Boxu. So I will talk about Boxu and unbox their amazing box later on in this video. But yes, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. And also I am not sure how many of these books I will read in December. I have a very big and ambitious TBR, and I've done that because I want a wide variety of books to choose from throughout the month, and I'm in the mood for a little bit of everything, to be honest. So yeah, that's why this TBR is kind of big. I also have some Christmas books that I want to order that aren't obviously going to be here for me to show in this TBR, so I may be picking those up as well outside of this TBR. So yes, if I read any of those I will put it in a vlog or something. And lastly and finally, I will also be working a lot in the bookshop in December, so I won't actually have that much time for reading, but I'm hoping I can get some done because I want to hit my Goodreads goal of the year, which is 100 books read. I think I'm about 6 books away or something, so fingers crossed we can make it. But yes, I'm very excited and just really looking forward to sharing lots of Christmas content with you guys. There will be hopefully a lot of videos coming up, maybe one every other day in December. I don't know for sure yet, we shall see about that. I guess you guys will know maybe by the time this goes up. But yes, anyways, if you'd like to see everything that is on my very ambitious and festive TBR for December, then please keep watching this video. Get yourself a nice hot cup of tea or hot chocolate, grab yourself a blanket, get nice and cozy, and let's get into the video. Okay, so this is my very big TBR here. So yes, I wasn't lying when I said she was big. I'm not going to go into much of a particular order. I will just grab the books and talk about them. The first book I have here is Scandinavian Christmas, Festive Tales for a Nordic Noel. And this, I think, is by Penguin, but I might be wrong. It's by Vintage Classics. So I bought this from work a few weeks ago when I saw it come in, because I was like, oh my god, that is so cute. It's small and it's Christmassy. I need it in my life. And I just think this is just such a cute little book. So it literally is what it says on the front of the book. It's literally just a collection of short festive tales, and I just thought this would be really nice to read, maybe like one in the evening or something. So I don't know if I'll definitely read this whole book or I'll definitely read like one story a night, but most of them are quite short, so I might do. So it might be nice for me and Jamie to like sit and read this together each evening, like when we have time, or every other evening or whatever. So I'm putting it on my December TBR because yeah, it's a festive book of stories. Why would I not put this on my TBR? I'm excited. Hopefully I can read most of this, if not all of it, in December, but we shall see. Yes, this is the first book on my TBR and I just think it's so cute, and I love this cover as well. It's so beautiful. So the next book I have on my TBR is a festive themed one, and this is a holiday romance, and I'm so friggin' happy I finally got my hands on this book, and that is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. So in the summer I read Fixer Up by Tessa Bailey and I really enjoyed it, and I'm on a little bit of a romance kick at the moment. You can't get enough of romance, and I just feel like Christmas is quite romantic anyway, so I definitely want to read some romance in December. I know absolutely nothing about this, to be honest. All I know is that it is set in Manhattan. It's a romance book and obviously it's Christmas themed. Why would I not want to read it? Just looking at the back here, it says that I'm standing alone in front of the famous event department store when a charming man named Aidan asked my opinion of the decor. It's a tragedy in tinsel, I say, unable to lie. He asked for a better idea with a twinkle in his eye. Did I know he owned the place? No, he put me on the spot. Now I'm working for that man and trying to ignore that he's hot. Down on a look girl with a difficult past, I know an opportunity when I see one and I have to make it last. I'll put my heart and soul into dressing his holiday windows. I'll work without stopping, and when we lose the battle with temptation, I'll try and remember I'm just window shopping. So yeah, I kind of like that this had like a little rhyme. That was kind of cool. But yeah, I just love the sound of this. I'm so excited. I've heard so many good things about this book and I just feel like I will absolutely fly through this. It's not very long either. It is just over 200 pages, so this will be like a nice quick read. I may try to do like a 24-hour readathon or a day-long like readathon and maybe pick this book up then, just because it is so short, but I'm not sure. I definitely do want to get to it in December, and I'm just so happy that this is finally in my life and I can read it. Next, following on the theme of romance, I have Last Chance Books by Kelsey Rodkey. So this is not holiday themed, but like I said, I'm in the mood for like a nice kind of heartwarming romance kind of reading month. I don't know why, Christmas just makes me want to curl up with a romance book. So I've had this on my shelf for a while and I cannot remember everything about this. I'm pretty sure this is a love story between two rival either booksellers or bookstore owners, something along those lines. I don't want to know too much about this going in. I would like to just go into it kind of not knowing a lot and just be nice and surprised by the romance and the characters, but I'm pretty sure that they are either two bookworms or two bookstore owners and they have stores like near each other and they're rivaling, and it's like enemies kind of, well, more like rivals to lovers. And I just think that sounds so cute. I love books that are about books and I like romance. It's two bookworms and a romance. Like, what is not to like about this book? This book I feel like was a romance book made for me, and I think Beth from Beth's Book Nest read this book and really enjoyed it, so I'm really, really excited to read it. I think I'm gonna love it, and I feel like it will just be a nice book to read during the festive season where everyone's all like romantic and happy and cute, and yeah, I just really want to read it. So this one is definitely one of my romance contenders for the month of December, and another one whose cover I absolutely adore. I just think this is so cute. Next, I do have a thriller on my TBR, and this is one that I did get a little while ago. I'm just going to try and take the sticker off here. The sticker has been on here for about 2 years. Like, this book I reserved at work when it first came out, and this was like pre-lockdown, like the first lockdown, and then I only bought it after like I think the first lockdown ended or the second one did. It was in the cupboard for a long time, put it that way. I just haven't gotten to it, and I really want to read this because I feel like it will be good to read a kind of like atmospheric, creepy woodland thriller. I don't know why, but I love books set in the woods, and I just think like in winter they're just like the best books to read. And I haven't read a thriller in so long, and I just feel like I should add one to my TBR, and this is set in Scotland, and I'm pretty sure it's maybe got like snowy, wintry kind of vibes. From what I remember, this follows, I think, a dad and a daughter, and they're driving home one night, and they live in like the kind of really rural Scotland kind of area with like loads of woods and stuff. And I think this woman kind of like stumbles out into the road in front of their car one night, and they take her back to their house. In the morning they wake up and she is just gone. They have no idea what happened to her or anything. It says here, there's a trapper found hanging with the dead animals for 2 weeks, locked doors and stone circles, the disappearance of Lauren's mother a decade ago. It's about Lauren kind of looking into tarot cards to try and find out what happened to her mother, and everything's kind of connected, and it's got like a creepy kind of Highland forest going on, and this just sounds so like eerie and creepy, and for some reason I'm just gravitating towards this specific thriller for December. So I don't know for sure if I'll read it. I think I will definitely need to be in the mood for a thriller to pick it up, and I don't know if I definitely will be. I feel like romance is going to really take over my life in December, but we shall see. But yes, I'm putting this on my TBR for my thriller option, and I'll be really, really happy if I do finally pick this up because it's been a long time coming. Then next I have this fantasy book, which is The Iron King by Julie Kagawa, and this is the Fairy edition, and all I know about this, it has fae in it, and that's pretty much it. So this is apparently a really popular series, and I'd never heard of it really or thought of reading it until Fairy did their exclusive edition, and I decided to get it. And I think Mika really likes this series, and I'm just excited because anything Mika likes I usually like too. Like, we have very, very similar reading taste, so yeah, I feel like I will really enjoy this. But on the back it says, enter a fantastical world of dangerous fairies, a wicked princess, and one half human girl who discovers her entire life is a lie. So I just really want to read this because I haven't read a fae book in a while, and I need it back in my life again. And I'm pretty sure in this book the main character's like, I think her brother or her father or something disappeared when she was like 6, and then when she was a bit older someone else disappears, and she's like, right, okay, like this isn't normal, this can't be a coincidence, like something isn't right. And then I think she realizes she's part of like this big kind of war or something to do with the fairies, and she's like half human, and obviously she's learning all these things about herself. She has to stop a mysterious evil no fairy creature dare face, and to find love with a young prince who might rather see her dead than her touch his icy heart. So it sounds like enemies to lovers as well, and I just really want to read this. Like I said, I just need some fae books back in my life again, and I'm gravitating towards this one. I feel like this is the time to read this. So probably not a good idea to be starting yet another series when I haven't finished so many, and it'll just be yet another series I'll have to finish next year, but why not? Let's just do it. Let's just go for it. So yeah, this is on my TBR for December. Please let me know if you have read this book as well and what your thoughts are on this book and the romance in particular, because romance in my fantasy books is just it for me. I love it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this book if you have read it in the comments, but I'm really excited for this one. So thank you so much to Boxu for sponsoring another one of my videos. So they have kindly sent me another one of their incredible boxes. So for those of you who don't know, I have been working with Boxu for the last few months. I absolutely adore their boxes because these are absolutely delicious. So Boxu is a monthly snack box subscription service. They deliver premium assortments of Japanese snacks right to your front door each month, all the way from Japan. And the best thing about this box is that it gives you an opportunity to experience real authentic Japanese snacks. They're just filled with so many delicious snacks. You can sometimes get tea pairings in here. You can also get doubles and triples of snacks as well. So these boxes are great for sharing with people, and there's a whole range of different snacks in here, and they are just so incredible. It gives you a bit of a taste course into Japanese snacks, which is just an amazing experience to be able to have. And obviously with Christmas coming up, this is the perfect gift to give to a loved one or a friend this Christmas, or even yourself if you know anyone who really loves Japanese food or something, or you're looking for a bit of a unique gift for them, then this would make an incredible present this Christmas. I am going to be gifting one of these to one of my friends this year, and I just cannot wait to do that. This is also a really memorable gift, especially during a time period where we're not really able to travel as much as we would like to, and this is a really good way to let your taste buds travel all the way to Japan. Not only would this make an incredible gift anyway, you're also technically gifting them the opportunity to win free tickets to Japan, because Boxu are hosting a giveaway. We'll be picking a winner to win a free set of tickets to go to Japan. Anyone who's already subscribed to Boxu before the 31st of December is automatically entered. And if you would like to find any more information out about this giveaway, the terms and conditions will be linked in my description box. I will have a link there where you can find those out. And this competition is for US residents only, and you can use my code vanillaxmoon10, which I will have on the screen here in the description box, and also as a link in the comments and description box. Eligible to win the free tickets to Japan, and it will also give you 10% off as well. You need to enter and do this before the 31st of December if you want to be in with the chance of winning a free set of tickets to Japan. This is just such a unique box, and it's absolutely amazing. I really do love these. There are so many incredible different flavors in here, so make sure you don't miss out the chance of winning your free tickets to Japan, and also just to get an incredible snack box for yourself or for a loved one this Christmas. This really would make an incredible gift for so many people, and they are just such an incredible company as well. But yes, thanks once again to Boxu for sponsoring another one of my videos and for giving me one of your boxes. And let's just get back to the books. Okay, so next we have one that is definitely like really wintry and festive, and that is Midnight in Everwood by M.A. Kuzner. And I'm so excited for this book because, one, just look how absolutely gorgeous this book actually is. This is the Waterstones exclusive edition, and I just think it's gorgeous. Like, look at these end papers. I'm pretty sure this is kind of a dark retelling of the Nutcracker. Yeah, so spellbinding reimagining of the Nutcracker where magical wonders await as the clock strikes 12. So yeah, this is just going to be so fun to read in December. This is set in Nottingham in 1906, and we follow Marietta Stell, who wants to be a ballerina, and as Christmas draws nearer, her dancing days are numbered. She must marry and take up her place in society in the new year. But when a mysterious toy maker, Dr. Dresselmere, purchases a neighbouring townhouse, it heralds the arrival of magic and wonder in Marietta's life. After Dresselmere constructs an elaborate theatrical set for her final ballet performance on Christmas Eve, Marietta discovers it carries a magic all of its own, a magic darker than anyone could imagine. As the clock chimes midnight, Marietta finds herself transported from her family's ballroom to a frozen sugar palace, silent with secrets in a forest of snow-topped fir trees. She must find a way to return home before she's trapped in Everwood's enchanting grip forever. In the darkness of night, magic awaits, and you will never forget what you find there. So yeah, this just sounds amazing. I didn't actually know a lot about it, and that's the first time I've actually read the synopsis. Also, I knew it was a retelling of the Nutcracker, so obviously I needed this for my December TBR, and I cannot wait to read this. I've seen so many positive things about this book, so many good reviews, everyone's been talking about it, and I'm just so excited to finally get to it. And I feel like this is just going to be the perfect book to read really close to Christmas, and the fact that it's going to have snow-topped trees and stuff, like anything with a snowy, wintry kind of setting just makes my soul happy, especially this time of year. So I really hope it's really descriptive and lyrical, because that's the vibes I'm getting and that's the vibe I want from this book. So I have really, really high expectations of this book. Next I have The Hazlewood by Melissa Albert. So I don't know for sure if I'll read this, but I've had this on my TBR for a long time. I got this in a fairy box years ago when it first came out, and I've just never gotten to it. And this just has, again, that atmospheric creepy woodland vibe. It's a like kind of dark fairy tale-esque kind of story. I think it's kind of takes inspiration from the Brothers Grimm and that kind of thing. And I believe in this we follow a girl called Alice, and something to do with her grandma on this really creepy dark forest, I think. And it's like supernatural, and her mother's kidnapped, and I think she has to embark on this journey to obviously rescue her mother, and she discovers all these secrets. And that's pretty much all I know about it. I just know it's supposed to be kind of like a dark fairy tale kind of vibe to it, and I don't know why these are just the books that I want to be reading in the winter. I like anything that's like Shea Earnshaw, or like just set in like, I don't know, just the way Shea Earnshaw writes the books, where they're really creepy and like, I know I say this word all the time, but like atmospheric and like kind of wintry, and like, I don't know, they just have a specific feel to them, and this one kind of screams that feel to me. Whether or not it actually has it, I don't know. So this one I might read. I don't know for sure if I'm definitely going to read this one, but it is like a potential one I'll read, and I will be really happy if I did finally read this book, because like I said, I've had it for so long, and I just feel like it's a book I just really need to read at this point. So next we have Down Comes the Night by Alison Soft. So I did try to start this a few months ago, and I read apparently 8 pages before I decided not to read it. So this one I want to read because this has a snowy setting, and I don't think I need to explain why that is important for December. This is a fantasy story. I believe it has romance in it. I cannot even remember what this is about, to be honest. But it says, he saw the darkness in her magic. She saw the magic in his darkness. I believe this follows a girl who like has a reckless use of magic moment, and it costs her everything and pretty much ruins her life. And it says she's been dismissed from the Queen's Guard and separated from her best friend, the girl she loves. So when a letter arrives from a reclusive lord asking when to come to his estate, Colwick Hall, cure his servant of a mysterious illness, she seizes a chance to redeem herself. And this is set in a crumbling mansion with icy winds. Love the sound of that. And she's not allowed to leave her room after dark, and her patient isn't a servant at all but Hal Cavendish, the infamous reaper of Versailles and her kingdom's sworn enemy. He also came to Colwick Hall for redemption, but the secrets in the estate may lead to both of their deaths. With sinister forces at work, Ren and Hal realise they'll have to join together if they have any hope of saving their kingdoms. But as Ren circles closer to the nefarious truth behind Hall's illness, they realise they have no escape from the monsters within the mansion. All they have is each other and a startling desire that could be their downfall. So it says, a snow-drenched romantic fantasy that keeps you racing through the pages long into the night. So yeah, this has like supernatural vibes as well, and I just feel like this is a perfect fantasy book for the winter time, especially December. And like I said, I did try to start this already, so I would like to actually read it this time. So this one hopefully I will get to in December, and I also really love this book cover as well. This just screams dark winter to me, which I'm happy about. I love winter, and this just sounds amazing, and I'm excited. The romance, it kind of sounds a little bit like Enemies to Lovers. So lastly we have a manga and some children's books, so I'll just talk about the manga first. So the manga I'm putting on my TBR, it's 5 centimetres per second, and this is actually also a movie. And I flicked through this a while ago, and it has some like snowy scenes in it, which I thought looked really cute. And we also have a really nice heartwarming kind of romancy story in here. Don't know a ton about this. I just know that it's supposed to be a really kind of powerful, emotional, intimate kind of story, and I've had it for a while, and I just keep meaning to read it because I want to watch the film, but I want to read this first. And I wanted a manga on my TBR, and I just thought this would be a good one to add. I don't know why, I just really do want to read it. So I've added it to my TBR. I don't know anything else about it, but I watched the trailer for the movie a while ago and it just looks so beautiful and incredible. So I was like, I have to get the manga, and yeah, I just really want to get to it now. So I think this will be good to get to in December, in between reads, where like I may be too tired to read like a book. I can just read a manga instead, because to me it's a little bit easier than reading a full novel, and yeah, for my eyeballs it will just be a little bit better, I think. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this, hopefully in December. And then finally I have the children's books on here, or middle grades. So I have 3. So I have The Wolf Wilder by Catherine Rundell, and I believe this is set in snowy Russia, and it's about a young girl and her mother who live in the woods, and her mother is a wolf wilder and she is a wolf wilder in training, and like their neighbours and like kind of companions are wolves. And then these Russian soldiers come and like barge in and arrive with guns and threats. It says here, and when the soldiers do their worst, she goes on the run with just a fugitive boy and her wolves for company to rescue her mother and save her pack. So I just think this sounds really amazing to read in December, especially with the snowy setting, and it just sounds like a really interesting story. I love wolves as well, so I cannot wait to read this, and this will just be a lot of fun for this time of year. Then I have 2 festive themed books. So I have Clarice Bean Think Like an Elf. I know nothing about this. I just saw the illustrations inside and I just thought they were so beautiful that I really wanted to read this. So I've never read any of these books before by Lauren Child, because this is part of like a series. Like there's a lot of books for this character, but this one just looked so adorable, and it just seems really like nice and festive, and that I literally don't need to know anything else about it, to be honest. I'm happy with that. Look how gorgeous it is under the dust jacket as well. Like, this is so pretty. I believe this is just a festive family fun kind of book, and I just think it will be really cute to read. And then lastly I have Tom Fletcher's Christmasaurus and the Naughty List. This is the 3rd book in the Christmasaurus series. I read both books last Christmas and I really enjoyed them. They are just so humorous and heartwarming and just so nice to read this time of year. So I would definitely recommend this series to both a child and adult. They're just so nice. So I don't know what this is about, and I don't really want to know, and I'm not going to talk about it because it obviously does lead on from the 2nd book. But we follow a young boy and the Christmasaurus, and it has all the Christmassy vibes. It has like little kind of like riddle things that kind of to me are reminiscent of like Tolkien, and I don't know, it's just a really cute story, and I just really enjoyed the first 2, so I had to get this one, and I'm gonna listen to this on audio I think, and I'm really excited because I want to know where the story's going, and this is just such a like nice cheery kind of book as well. So yes, I had to get this and I cannot wait to read it. So that does conclude all of the books that are on my TBR for December. I am really excited for this TBR and for all of the other Christmassy books that I'm planning to pick up in the next week or so to read in December. Hopefully I can read a lot in December, but I just don't know. Like, it really does depend how tired I am. I'll probably just read on my commutes to work, but if I'm like half asleep I'm not going to want to read. So fingers crossed I can manage it. I think last December was a really good reading month for me, so I'm hoping I can make this one the same. But yeah, we shall see. Let me know if any of you guys have read any of these books, and let me know your thoughts on them, or just let me know if you are planning to read any of these books as well. And also leave your December TBR in the comments. I would love to know what everyone else is reading in December. Are you reading festive books, wintry books, just random books? Let me know. I just really want to see. I'm so nosy, and I may steal a few of them and read them for myself in December because I just love this month so much. So yes, please do let me know what you'll be reading in December. If you did enjoy this video, then please do give it a big thumbs up, and if you don't know what to comment, you can leave a nice snowy, wintry, Christmassy, magical emoji in the comments. I do also have a Patreon where you can find extra content from me, such as reading vlogs, a monthly buddy read, and a Discord, and many other things. And if you do join the Super Moon or Vanilla Moon tier before the end of the first week in December, then you can receive a Christmas card from me if you would like one. So yes, that will be linked down below, along with other links to my social media as well. And thank you once again to Boxu for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check out the link and all the information in the description box to be in a chance with winning some tickets to Japan, and to get yourself or a loved one a gift of a subscription box this Christmas. I would highly recommend Boxu. I've been working with them for a while now and I absolutely love their product. It's just so good and just so amazing. So yes, all of that will be linked down below for you. But yes, I hope you guys are all safe and well. I hope you're reading lots of good festive books, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!